Hello, magical creatures, and welcome back for another episode of Around the Cauldron. Today, we're going to be talking about the summer solstice, also known as Litha. So, some things to know about this time of the year. It, of course, is the start of summer, and for us in the Northern Hemisphere, that is June 20th to the 22nd. It's also considered the longest day of the year. A lot of witches follow this because it's modern paganism, modern witchcraft. It's a time when we celebrate the sun's power, embracing abundance, and honoring the cycles of nature. It's one of the cycles of nature. For anybody that's curious about any historical and cultural background around the summer solstice, the Celts and the Norse had a lot of specific rituals and festivities during the summer solstice that honored deities associated with the sun, such as Belanos and Freyr. Midsummer celebrations in Scandinavia were also known as, or are also known as, Midsommar, not like the movie, well, a little bit like the movie, which involves dancing around a maypole, wearing floral crowns, lighting bonfires, warding off evil spirits, etc. Most of you, though, that are more neo-pagan, Wiccan, there's a lot of symbolism and themes to this as well when it talks about our journey of self-discovery within the craft. And fire is a big thematic element here because it's about transformation. It's about purification. This is the energy of passion. It's the solar energy. Some flowers that you also might see around as another symbol obviously would be sunflowers because they're representative of vitality, growth, and they also capture the energy of the sun. So what do we do during this time of the year? What do I do as Zachariah the Witch? Not much, to be quite frank. I usually just have a little fire pit moment, or I'll do like a candle magic ritual. Some of you out there might want to do something simple, make a sacred space outdoors, light a candle or a bonfire, like I said, offer gratitude for the sun's energy and its blessings. Intermediate practitioners, you might want to do something more in depth, like go deep into a divination ritual, use sun-related tarot cards and imagery, do a solar meditation, heighten your energy during the power of the solstice, use that longest, shortest energy, the in-between place. For me, though, personally, I love to connect with nature. I love to be outside in the sun. Earlier today, I have 2 pet budgies, or parakeets, as their proper name is, and I took them outside for some time, and we got to enjoy some sunshine, a little bit of shade. We got to see other birds at the bird bath. I didn't get to go on a nature walk today. I just was too tired, but there are things that you can do during the summer solstice, like collecting herbs along your path. But of course, only take what you need. Be respectful of Mother Nature. The other parts about this time of the year typically will be when covens get together. This is a good time for community celebration. So again, having a bonfire, having a fire pit to get together, doing something online together. I noticed today, even on social media, because I'm recording this on the actual solstice here where I live, there was people that were online doing readings. I thought about doing it myself, but then I was like, nah. So it's just a lot of like connecting with others and celebration. But some other things that go into this too, you can do some self-care, you can brush up on your seasonal recipes and crafts. Like one of my favorite seasonal herbs this time of the year is St. John's wort or even calendula. Those are great for self-care purposes. You can make anointing candles, you can create massage oils. Flower crowns are also another fun thing that you can craft if you're into making crafts and DIY stuff. And again, if you take stuff from nature, take only what you need. If you're going to use real organic material, the thing I always do with all my leftover flowers, even the ones that have been given to me for celebrations or events, I dry them in the sun, and then I later use them in fire rituals. Of course, if you're going to burn stuff too, do it in a safe, contained space. Don't be reckless. But that about covers it for the summer solstice. I don't want to go too deep into the history or the mythos that much. I think it's pretty straightforward. I think there's significance in different cultures, again, as we talk about this time of the year, from Indo-European to other parts of the world. It's just a matter of like understanding what resonates with you. A lot of these larger holidays, I get texts from friends and reminders about what today is. But most of the time, I take advantage in my own time now, as a more seasoned witch, I suppose, to just enjoy the peace and the quiet. Um, I remember when I was running the Black Hat Society, I was kind of just always trying to throw together group rituals and activities and think talk type spaces and what do I do next and how do I keep people engaged? And it's like, you kind of got to go back to what you did your magic for in the first place. And I think right now I'm doing my magic for me. And I just enjoy having these little conversations with you, albeit they're one-sided. But I enjoy talking about these things with you. And I know, based on the feedback that I got from the previous one, that you're all enjoying it too. So just remember that this is a time when we just honor cycles of nature. It's part of our practice. And when we honor nature, what else do? We remember that we are stewards of the earth, that we appreciate the earth for what she gives us and provides. But that's all I can really think of right now for this. I didn't take too many other notes, but what did you do for the solstice? Anything spectacular? Anything crazy? Remember, if you would like to book a reading with me, you can go to my website, www.zachariahthewitch.com. Please follow me on Instagram as well, at Zachariah the Witch. I am still taking readings for 30 minutes. It's a pay what you can sliding scale for some of my clients. I also do corporate events and parties. Ooh, she's fancy. But until then, also look out for my other podcast I'm working on with my friend Roy. It's called Weird Agenda. And I think that covers it, y'all. So be good, be kind to each other, be well, and don't be a piece of shit. Bye.